Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Aurora LP20. We found ourselves some invaders, and since this one is not moving at all, it's very unlikely that we are facing a military ship here. So I launched the heavy fighters from the Kara task force and have them close in on this ship which is sitting there, and we'll take a closer look what we are actually facing here. Our Bismarcks, which have orders to join the Kara task force 1, actually were able to see this one, and due to it I will divert them towards the invaders as well. So move to follow. Let's use follow here. In the meantime, we finished researching mining rate 20, so hopefully, in addition to have sent into space a couple of additional automines, I hope that we should be able to come to grips with the Duranium crisis here. But most likely I'll still have to move in some transports with Duranium from time to time. This one's working, okay, good. So let's see what we will get here. I'll activate the space-time bubble again, and I keep forgetting where it is. Not sensors, contacts. Does not seem to be moving. No, no movement. That's fine with me. Actually, my fleet is sitting at the wormhole here because the civilians were unrelenting in using Hamburg as a transit system, and due to this I had to move my defensive fleet from the jump point to the wormhole itself, but so far nothing came out of it. So let's take a look if all of those have their sensors activated. Yeah, they do. And zoom in a bit closer here. Actually, it's strange that the ship is not moving at all. If it's a civilian invader, I would have expected either trying to run, or if it's a civilian, I would have expected it to run, and if it's a military ship to engage us. But this reminds me, I don't want to get to point blank range. It might still ram or try to ram, so follow it at a range of 30k should be okay. Okay. Targeted the wrong ship, yeah, smart move. Let's do it again. Contacts, Admiralty, 30k, add move. Okay, and another one. signature of 4000. Let's take a closer look if we knew anything else about them. Oh, no, that's not the one. Observed speed 0, estimated speed 2.2k. Okay, even if it ran or if it runs, we should be able to get it. That's nice. So, getting close now. And here we are. The Sturmvogel, its improved versions have 20 centimeter spinal lasers, and it will be interesting to see if there's a problem with their reload rate here, but we'll know soon. Assign copy to the other ships of the fleet. Assign final defensive fire. It will not make much of a difference if it were hostile, but better safe than sorry. I might forget it in the end. Did it start to move? Yeah, looks like it. And it's moving towards us, so it's quite likely that it will try to ram us. And why have my lasers not fired? ECM? Oh no, because I did not open fire, if I recall correctly. Exactly. Okay, that was quick. Streaming atmosphere, and has attempted to ram. Okay, so their initiative must have been quite high, or we got too close to them. So let's try to increase this range for the other one to 50k, just to be sure. Ceasefire. No, that's the overhauling Bismarcks. Contacts. Follow. And let's take another look here. No power recharged. Let's hope this will change shortly. Follow this one at a distance of 50k. Ready to fire. So at least with those lasers, no recharge problem at the moment. But actually, where are they moving to? It looks like they're trying to intercept the Admiralty 2 here, but it's not moving. Okay, now it's slowly coming around. Interesting. I don't have to understand this. As long as we can get it, everything's fine. No other ships. So let's get close and personal here. we are. Copy target and open fire. Yep. Okay. They don't seem to have any armor. Let's take a look. Invaders, Admiralty, Armor 1. Okay, as expected. Yeah, nice. I will not complain. Easy kills. Which reminds me that I will have to bring in our Salvager. I'm quite interested what those gigantic ships will offer us. But first, remove all and join the task group. And you guys land on your assigned motherships. So let's reactivate time flow outside of the system and continue with 5-day turns, but first let's move in our salvager. Hamburg, Rex, salvage. And I'll pause again. And now we know what the Admiralty class actually was. We gained 5 solid core drives, which is great. A Sieves, great as well, but most telling, we found research points for gate construction module, which means this is a gate constructor. I actually never knew that the invaders are having gate builders, but it fits in with the size we saw here. So that's good to know. Let's see how much of our cargo space this has taken up. Quite a lot. Yeah, essentially pretty much what I think would happen here, and due to it I'll detach the transport and move another transport in. There's absolutely no way I want to waste any of this salvage from them. So move to the remaining wreck. The transport from the current salvage fleet will move back to Earth and unload. Refuel, unload all minerals and unload ship components. Okay, and the salvager will move to the second wreck, but just move there for now. In addition, since I'm just here in the Kasse system, we have 3, I think it's 3, where they are. No. Huh? Ah, no, we even have 4 graph server ships out. Taking a look at all the currently unexplored systems. And in addition, down here in Würzburg, I just want to save it and I'll show you, we found a couple of wrecks. Unknown origin, looks like a gate builder here. They're in orbit or they are sitting right at the planet Würzburg A2. But this is a level 8 nebula, and I've no intention of going here very soon. Maybe I'll do it, but since they were destroyed right at the planet, and the planet is looking, yeah, borderline habitable, we might be looking at precursors here, and I don't want to send my battle fleet in here and move at a snail's pace, especially since I have to keep up the guarding of the wormhole, which will take pretty much 50% of my fleet. So nope, might be an option for later, but not for now. The other graph surveys, one is in Bremen, one is in Nuremberg, if I recall correctly. The one in Kassel is or will refuel at the jump ship there, and then most likely move either to Magdeburg or Dortmund. I have to see. I'm not sure where the fourth ship is actually at the moment. Let's take another quick look here. Ah, it's still in the shipyard. Yeah, this explains why I was just thinking about 3 ships. So let's get this one moving. Should be doing graph surveys. And let's take a look where I want to move it. Yeah, Magdeburg looks like a decent system, and the graph survey ship here will go to Dortmund then. Bonn, Stuttgart, Mannheim, Magdeburg. And the belts again. So, not move to, but transit. Stuttgart, Mannheim, Magdeburg. Okay, and I pause again. Well, the second rack had pretty much the same components as the first one. In addition, we gained some armor tech, which is actually a bit of a waste, since we are researching defensive systems and due to it armor as well in Munich. So it will be wasted by downloading it, the tech information to Earth. But on the other hand, there are quite useful research information on our salvager node, so I have to download it to Earth. And considering me guarding the wormhole here, I'm actually not sure if the invaders will even have sensor and fire delay as they get when jumping through a jump point when they emerge from a wormhole. So it might be kind of suicide mission to have our fleet here, because the invaders might very well be able to fire at us at the moment they are leaving the jump gate. Which reminds me that I want to set up the fire controls here. Assign, and assign. Final defensive fire, final defensive fire, and final defensive fire, and copy to these seconds. Bismarck. Yeah, looks good. Okay, pausing again. The tech has been downloaded to Earth, and the civilians are starting, or actually they've done it for some time, but they're replacing their older freighters with newer designs, which is nice, since I think the old designs had a speed of about 1000, the newer designs of 1.6, so that's great. And concerning the unrest on Osnabrück due to not providing sufficient military protection, they are completely right about this. And due to this, I'm building 2 PDCs, one for Osnabrück and one for Berlin, to give them some planetary protection value. Otherwise, the skill up of our scientist was nice as well, but currently the focus is on research and new engines, with better sensors coming in at 3rd place. New warheads, this is where the skill up wars are pretty much down the line here at the moment. I want terraforming modules sooner or later, but our researcher is not really great, and if I recall correctly, we are still lacking. Oh no, there's a logistics and ground combat specialist, but without any bonus. So this is pretty much the only scientist still missing here in our research setup. And pausing again. Research on the Delta shields finished at Munich, and since we have Epsilon shields from the runes and I've moved them to Munich, let's take a look how much tech we can get from them. So let's pull up the events view. And let's see how much we can get here from Munich. There it is. From disassembling those shields. 600 for Epsilon shields, which tells me I should have started doing this earlier. If it keeps on with this speed and we just need 15 to 16,000 for Epsilon shields, we will be wasting some of those shields. 150, 300, 600, 600. Yeah, it looks like we'll waste some points. And what is nice, and I didn't realize, is that there's fuel consumption tech involved with those shields as well, but I doubt we will get enough points to make it worthwhile to research the fuel consumption here on Munich. Maybe I'm wrong. $750, 600. Very, very nice tech points here. Shield regeneration completed, that's nice. Epsilon shield tech completed. And we are still gaining shield rack 3 here. And the engines, is it worth it transporting the remaining 20 shields back to Earth and continue the fuel consumption research there? Let's see, how far have we progressed actually? We still need 3,500. And on Munich we need power and propulsion. Now it's not showing since the tech is already taken on Berlin, or let's on Earth. So let's cancel this one. Yeah, just for now. 4,000. Okay, it will not be worth it to continue this research on Earth. We'll switch to Munich for this research in order to make use of the points we gained from the disassembly. Just 400 left. Okay. Most likely we'll complete it here. Yep. Has been completed. Oh, and even more fuel consumption tech. So, a couple left. But overall, very nice find from the ruins here. Okay. Yeah, nice one. So, how many points do we need? 4,000. Yeah, it's worth it to continue the research here, even if we have no extra bonus. But it would be wasteful to throw those 3,700 points we already gained away. So, power and propulsion. Create, yes. February 46. How long will it take before we get our magnetoplasma drives? March 45. When will we get a new lab here? Soon, very soon. Yeah, I'll stick with it. Anything else which happened here? Not really, except that Vice Container Corporation continues launching colony ships. 119 ships. Okay, most of them colony ships. I personally would prefer a couple of more freighters instead of tons of colony ships, but as can be seen here, they're busy. So most likely that's why the Siths keep building them. I've set Osnabrück to stable now, since I want to grow our 2 remaining colonies here. I'm not sure, as I saw, not enough infrastructure. And the same here. So let's hope that the freighters will start to ship out some infrastructure to those colonies. Oh, the first mines are arriving on... No, that's the Sith mines. Auto mines should start to arrive soon at Chernik in order to open up another source for Duranium. On Earth we are starting to run out of thorium, but that doesn't really bother me, since we still should have quite some... that's a good point. Minerals left on Jupiter, or thorium left on Jupiter, with our... yeah, with our fuel harvesters. Accessibility, still nothing to write home about, but the amount of thorium will allow us to forget about the few refineries on Earth. Our graph survey ships managed to find a couple of additional jump points in Magdeburg and Dortmund, and one of our jump ships should be in Stuttgart now, and take a look at those jump points. Quick look back to Hamburg. Okay. Yeah, that's not helpful here. Let's remove the events. There are still Civ ships moving around here, but I deactivated them showing up on the screen. I'm showing no civilians. I hope that this might speed up the game a little bit, but I doubt it since it's just a display thing. The ships should be calculated normally, so most likely it will not help the game speed very much. Pausing again. Looks like somebody has been very busy in Magdeburg. All the jump points we found here already have gates. Let's see if one of the gates leads to a new and interesting system, because Magdeburg is quite far away from the standard traffic lanes of Earth, so maybe we found the mystery, or getting closer to the race which has destroyed the Invader ship. But then I see a Chinese gate builder, so nope, it's our friends from Earth who are busy around here. So no mysterious aliens for now. The graph server of Magdeburg has been completed, and we found a couple of unremarkable systems, but the final jump point yielded a very nice result, namely a jump point leading back to Hamburg, which will drastically shorten the travel time to this little jump point hub we have here, and potentially there will be even more in the Dortmund system, so this should help us quite a lot. The only thing which is missing here at the moment is a jump gate from Hamburg to Magdeburg, but our slow and trusty gate builder is currently moving from Seoul to Hamburg in order to build a gate leading to Magdeburg. Anything else happening? Let me think about it for a moment. That was that. New civilian administrator. Yeah, I'm currently preparing a kind of change of the guard here at the stable wormhole. I'm sending in 3 new carriers with their FACs in order to relieve the carriers currently sitting at the wormhole, which are, or at least 2 of which are starting to, that was a mistake, here we go, 2 of which are starting to get some problems due to their fairly lengthy deployment. We will not be able to change a lot of the Blüchers, since most of them are currently either an overhaul or are not refitted to the new 1.6 Blücher class. So those will have to stay in orbit or at the wormhole for a little bit more, but not even a single maintenance supply has been needed by those, so it should not be that much of a problem. And one of my survey ships, taking a look at the Ulm system, to be more precise, Ulm B1, found some minerals, but more importantly, they did not only find minerals, but they found unusual stellar radiation, which might improve our research. So let's take a look what this will actually improve. In order not to lose it or to keep a marker on it in a way, I'll establish a colony there. Not that bad. Decent accessibility for the Duranium actually. And now let's take a look at the anomaly there. Okay, bio and genetics 50%. This might be nice for the terraforming modules and for terraforming research, but at the moment this is nothing we will assign a high priority to. So nice to have, but not that important. And our little jump point hub around Magdeburg is growing. Found additional jump points here in Ulm. We are currently moving to a second jump point found in Dortmund. But over here, except in the nebulas, we should have explored everything at the moment. And it looks like a couple of our alien friends having a lot of fun here. I have no idea where they are, but we keep getting a lot of interrupts here. Otherwise, not that much has been happening. We found a couple of new jump points and jump gates in the Ulm system. So overall, we keep expanding eastwards. Our two last Bismarcks have been refitted to the 1.6 version, meaning they have the 20k Gauss turrets as well. So unless a really large and heavy invader fleet gets through the wormhole, I'm fairly confident that this fleet can stand its ground. So the only thing we are still lacking are a couple of refitted Blüchers. Yeah, and even after the current batch of refits, we'll still have to do a couple of more. But I think we should be pretty close to the end of the refits here as well. And fairly soon we should have better sensors, better research rate, and most importantly, finally a better engine, which will be a huge boost mainly to our fighters and heavy fighters, because if we meet the Star Swarm, we are currently slower than them, but I'm fairly confident with magnetoplasma technology we should be faster. Let's take a quick look at Munich, at the fuel there. I moved additional research labs to Munich, so the completion of the new drive and the new fuel consumption tech should or are not that far apart, about 1 month. So I'll wait till the new fuel consumption tech has been completed. Okay, and due to the slowdowns, I'll keep on playing for a bit, but will end this episode here for now. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.